All right, guys. I am really struggling right now. I don't even know if I'll post this or not. I boast in the power of God, and I boast in his ability to provide and his ability to do the supernatural and his ability to come through in the nick of time at the last minute. And he's a good father, right? He has access to unlimited stores. And he's faithful in all of his ways, right? Something happened that I never thought he would allow to happen. I resigned from my job because of a lot of reasons. The biggest of which was faith. Everything was changing, and I was going to be in the hole whether I stayed and made all that money or whether I didn't make any money. Because if you make any money in this unit, when you make any money in the United States of America, everything else goes up. People see the bottom line, people see your paycheck, and they say, well, you're capable of affording you're capable of affording more bills, so you owe more money. And they don't take into consideration the fact that you've been to college and you now have 6 figures of debt because your parents were in bankruptcy and you had to take out loans in your name in order to get an education because the system is broken. And so now, as a 29-year-old woman, I'm 6 figures of debt just from my student loans because I didn't have any help. And because my parents went bankrupt, they couldn't be co-signers, but their paycheck and their bottom line was still considered for my ability to be qualified for grants, scholarships, and financial assistance. How broken is that? Why, like, so now I'm trying to build my family. We had to relocate to another state for me to accept a job so that we could pay our bills, because there's companies who don't care about their workers and will just slash everybody's hours and not care, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And so it's up to families to adapt and figure it out. And so, we relocate and we still can't get ahead because our paycheck went up, which means all of our bills went up because it works on a sliding scale. Nobody cares about the whole picture. Not to mention health insurance. Let's talk about how expensive health insurance is for plans that suck. You have high deductible plans that you have a $6,000 deductible. You're still paying $800 a month for a $6,000 deductible, and then you still have 30% co-insurance on top of that. So who can afford that? So we don't even have health insurance because who can afford that? I was convinced that the Lord was guiding me through it. I was convinced I was leading on faith and walking on faith, and we got a check in the mail that was very legitimate. And we thought, based on what our families have said that the Lord does and what other people have said and the way God provides. I'm so glad I didn't boast in this. I was going to tell the world this, to like boast in how good God is. But just something, it just seemed too good to be true. We thought we were experiencing a miracle because that's what people say the Lord does. It cleared, and we gave thanks to God all week. And this morning we had a phone call that it wasn't legitimate. He was not actually providing. We are in the hole $400. I feel foolish. I feel foolish for trusting that God was capable of doing something this good, just good. Like, not based on my merits or how hard I was working or nothing, just on his nature of being a provisionary father who performs miracles, because he says he moves mountains and he has access to resources and he will come through. And this is the first time that he didn't. I feel like the system has betrayed us. It doesn't matter. People think that some people have the raw end of the deal based on a number of factors. But the system is broken for everybody. And I don't have health insurance. I can't pay my bills. I can't go back to work and afford daycare. But my husband, with his minimal income, makes too much to get any help for a family of 4. The system is broken. And you think God will fix it? You think God will take care of you? And then this happens. And it makes you wonder, does he really exist? You don't want to say things like that as a Christian out loud, because your job is to share the gospel and have unmovable faith and tell everybody else it's okay and it will always be okay because God is there. You don't want to look vulnerable and you don't want to reveal these things that happen in your life, because then it's a reflection on God. And maybe it is. If our lives are supposed to reflect the goodness of God and our lives are failing when we have access to a God that has all of the resources and all of the power and all of the love and all of the faithfulness and all of the fulfilled promises, if our lives still look like this, maybe it is a reflection on God, or maybe it's that it's not actually real. Maybe it's not actually real. Maybe life just sucks. It's not the devil trying to make your life horrible or lead you astray. Maybe the devil doesn't exist and it's just that life sucks. In this moment right here, I would rather have a world free of Satan and God than to go through this humiliation and heartache and know I just didn't do anything about it. I just wish I was home. I wish I didn't feel like I was stranded. To just go through it just with us here. Nobody can help us. We thought God was going to do it. Everything's stacked against us.